Top 3 hashtag mistakes that you are committing that are actually doing you more harm than good. Do you want to know this? Because hashtags is such an asked question to me across on my YouTube or Instagram. That is, why do we use hashtags? How can we correctly use hashtags? Before going to other strategies and details, in today's video, I would like to talk about the top 3 hashtag mistakes you might be committing that's causing you all the trouble. So let's get started. Hi guys, welcome to Tejal Talks. In today's episode, we're going to discuss how can you avoid these 3 hashtag blunders that you're committing. But before that, I would really like to start with why do you necessarily need to use hashtags and how can they benefit you? So basically, hashtags are like little microphones that you can use to cause sound and noise about who you are. They're used to make some noise in the rooms of those people who are not even following you right now. They do not know about you, they do not know about your business, but if you use these hashtags, these microphones correctly, then you can make some noise in their world and they can actually discover your content, and if they like it, they can come and follow you, engage with your content, possibly become your customer as well. Sorry to interrupt you, but if you've always struggled with hashtags and using hashtags the right way, not knowing the strategy that goes behind it, you have seen others working it so well, yet you're not able to get results for yourself, then I've created a mini course called Hashtags 101, which is just right for you if you want to use hashtags to get more engagement, more reach, and more followers. Yes, the ideal followers. Then you can check it out. It's currently on offer price. The link to it is in the description below. Not taking much of your time. If you want to ace your hashtag game, this is the best thing for you. You won't need any other resource post this. So my question is, if you're not using them, why not? It's like the best place to be organically discovered and to get followers organically. But the thing is that hashtags come with the strategy. They won't work until and unless you actually strategize them for your business. Copying and using other people's hashtags also won't work because they're not right for your size, for your audience, for your niche, for your kind of content that you create. So it's very important that you strategically use hashtags. And with reference to the microphone analogy, it was actually shared by someone over Instagram, and I really like the term microphone, but it's like basically it increases your visibility among people who do not know you already. So new kind of people. It's basically a great tool for discovery. Now we've sorted the what part of it, that is what is it and why do we use it. We'll come to the top 3 hashtag mistakes that you might be doing. The first of which is using generic and big sized hashtags, which is basically like hashtag makeup artist has 64 million posts, if I remember correctly. If not, it still has a lot. Like it has a number of million, a double digit million for sure. So likewise, if you're using hashtags which are of such big sizes and your profile, even if I have around 15,000 followers right now, but if I use hashtags which are of size of 100 million, 60 million, 30 million, 20 million, they are not of any use to me because my audience size is not that big. So if I post something with that hashtag, it won't even stay there. It will be just gone in a split second. I cannot create a domination in such big size of a hashtag if my audience is not that big. It's not even closer to being comparable, let alone being similar to it. So what I'd recommend is use specific hashtags and definitely check the size of the hashtags that you use. It should not be this big. Definitely, I never recommend using hashtags which are above 1 million for sure. And underneath that also, there can be multiple strategies on the basis of your niche, on the basis of your content, on the basis of the size of your audience, on the basis of the engagement that you get, in which you can actually put some structure to your hashtags and then be done with it. So it's basically, if you do everything strategically, you might not need to do the strategy work again and again. It's just like a one-time thing. Make sure you're not using too big or generic hashtags like hashtag love. I know you want to share your love, but use other hashtags with respect to sharing your love. So this was the mistake number 1 that a lot of people commit. That is using generic hashtags on content like coffee time, tea time, like this. This is very, very big size hashtags which might not be even going with your content. So take care of your content, take care of your niche domination, and then strategically use hashtags, and definitely check the size of these hashtags before putting them on. Do some research. The second mistake that a lot of people commit is basically using hashtags in their bio. Yes, using non-personal hashtags in their bio, which is using hashtags which are not specific to your brand or business or your personal brand. It's basically using hashtags like social media manager, social media influencer, social media marketing. Even if the size of these hashtags are okay, they're not too big, still they're not doing you a favor by being in your bio. They're actually causing people to come over to your profile and then just go without taking the necessary action that we want them to take. So think of it like that. You have spent some money either on advertising, or you've spent a lot of effort on engagement, and then someone is coming to your profile. After spending that money, sweat, tears, everything, people are coming to your profile, and by clicking on that hashtag in your bio, the generic hashtag in your bio, they are leaving your profile even before hitting the follow button at times. Because that is our goal, right? Understand this. It's psychological that when someone sees something clickable, they're bound to click on it. So if you see a particular link, it has an underline and a blue color to it. So your mind is constantly wavering to click on that. Likewise, for a hashtag, when we see it's clickable in nature, we are bound to go and actually click on it. It's psychological that way. So you don't want to waste that time, effort, money, or sweat and tears that you've spent on getting someone to your profile without them hitting the follow button. So even if you want to use hashtags in your bio, they should only be your personal brand hashtags or your branded hashtags. For example, I can use hashtag Tejal Chopra or hashtag Tejal Talks or hashtag Tejal Chopra Digital in my bio, but I cannot use hashtag sales funnel expert, hashtag Instagram growth coach, hashtag Instagram growth consultant, or anything like that. Because clicking on it, people will not only get my content, but they'll reach to different profiles, which is not my goal right now. So although I have to use all sorts of good quality hashtags in my posts, in my bio, I should refrain, and you should refrain from using any hashtag that is not your own hashtag. Why you can use your own hashtag? Because even if people click on it, they'll go to the content that has been created by you. That has been created, like you'll have a domination of content there. Either it's yours, either it's your students, either it's your Instagram families, but it's all content created with reference to you. So that's like still a good hashtag to have there. But in case you're starting out, you do not have that big of a following who have used that hashtags, you've also started using your personal brand hashtags, you can simply avoid and actually utilize that character space for something else. So if you're talking about your niche, that you are a YouTuber, use the word YouTuber, but don't use hashtag YouTuber, because it's going to drive that audience away, and I don't want you to lose or miss out on any person who's coming to your profile without hitting the follow button and instead going away somewhere else. So I hope that makes sense. Till now we've covered two mistakes. The first mistake is using too wide and too big hashtags, and second mistake is actually using generic hashtags or non-personal hashtags in your bio. Are you ready to notice the third mistake? Now this is also a mistake that a lot of us commit without even realizing. The third mistake is that if you have created a post with or without hashtags, either way, you should not edit the hashtags, or you should not add new hashtags after 10 minutes of posting. What does that mean is that if you've made a mistake in the hashtag, or if you have forgotten to add a few hashtags, then leave it if 10 minutes have passed. If it's under 5 minutes, up till 5 minutes, you can still go and add on a few hashtags there. But if 5 minutes are over, it's around 6, 7, 8, 10 minutes, don't edit it, don't post it, because this will harm your post's engagement as well as your profile's engagement in future. Even though doing so on one post won't affect your profile that much, but if you do that regularly, it can cause a trouble and might get you banned, might get you shadow banned with respect to hashtags, and might even actually reduce your overall reach. And specifically, the reach and engagement that you would get on that particular post would definitely reduce. So this is not something that I'll recommend. If you want to use hashtags, make sure you do the research beforehand, so that whenever you post, be it in the description of the post or in the first comment, you post within the first 5 minutes. And after that is done, even if there's some mistake, just leave it like that and don't edit or don't add any new hashtag after 5 minutes have passed. So 10 minutes, why do I say 10 minutes? Because 5, 6 is generally okay, but it should not go leaning towards 8 minutes. So make note of this. If it's still 5 minutes, if it's good. If it's anything above 7, 8 minutes or 10 minutes, like 5 or 10, take two numbers. Before 5 is okay, after 10 is wrong. If it's in between that, take a wise call on where it lies. But I would not recommend editing it. It would actually end up reducing the reach. Don't use generic hashtags or non-personal hashtags in your bio, and please don't edit or post new hashtags to a post that has already been posted 5 minutes ago. So yeah, these were my 3 mistakes that you might be committing on hashtags, and if you'd like to know more about how can you delve deeper into hashtag strategy, so that once you do the research, once you sit for 3 hours, do the research, you are done and you don't need to do the strategy again and again. You can simply use the sets that you create after utilizing that strategy. If that's something you'd like, don't forget to check out my hashtags 101 masterclass. The link to sign up for it is in my description, so go check it out right now. You can see the proof of it yourself here or on the link in my description box. Go click there. And if you like this video, if you're going to implement these 3 things, basically implement that you don't do these 3 mistakes, then let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to know more about any such topic of Instagram, digital marketing, coaching, entrepreneurship, do leave me some good comments. And the drill remains the same: like this video, share it with your friends and family or anyone you think can benefit, and definitely subscribe to the channel. If you want to know more about social media, entrepreneurship, marketing, online marketing, businesses in general, don't forget to check out these 2 videos of mine. They are filled with some awesome content I am sure you will love. So check these out, don't miss them, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.